Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kansas State ready to kick it off to get things underway. Fielded in the end zone, it's Watkins. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Rebels offense will get the football first. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off. And really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive leads.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They stopped him cold in the backfield, and all he needed was inches on third down. Punt is on its way. Makes the catch at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Wildcats offense has the ball for the first time. The age of the game-breaking tight end is here, Jesse, and we have another guy who's threatening to redefine this position.
Yeah, we've seen over the years now the evolution of the tight end position, right? It's not just blocking and catching passes. They're getting involved now in the running game. We're seeing tight ends even throw the football, David. This guy can do it all.
And why is that so difficult? Because as a defender, what do I want to play you as? Do I want to play you with an extra linebacker on the field, or do I bring in a DB? And either way, I can be wrong. The big, strong bodies that can also be receivers and also block, they make the game easy.
Looking to throw, it's Kennedy. Makes the grab. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Dances away.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football, you could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay, I'm just going to take off.
Breaks into the open. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play. This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. To the ground with the back. At the 40, there he goes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10, easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him.
Oh, it's picked off. Got room on the return. The 20. Touchdown, Kansas State. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. That's one of those plays you put a highlighter beside it, can really swing a game.
100%. There's a couple plays a game where you go back and you look and you're like, man, that changed the whole outcome. What an unbelievable play by the defense, not just to get the turnover, to score the points off of it.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Makes the catch. It's Lee. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Rushes on him. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick 6 rattled him a little bit. And if he's out here now seeing ghosts, he's got to get to the sidelines. He's got to shake the cobwebs off. You got to be able to turn the page and have a short memory because this thing is going in the wrong direction for their signal call.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Wants to fire on 2nd down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And how about the big fella right in the middle of this 3-4 defense getting the pass rush? He just anchors down and just pushes the interior of this offensive line right back into the lap of the quarterback.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Makes the grab. It's Lee. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. They'll run play action. Fires to the middle. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And they'll take over.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming.
Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, an offense you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
And the Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Grabbed over the middle. It's Oakland. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Touchdown, Wildcats! Fired in from the red zone for the score. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Quickly to the tight end. Good pick up, a little bit short of the sticks. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on the field.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
He'll do it himself. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. And the Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the 1st down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the 1st down marker is.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Rebels had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Hiding for the goal line, and the ball's out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. That's the end of the period, and Kansas State is on top. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. From the gun, running back on the move. He has the 1st and still on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Right back to the well. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Wildcats have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. A strike downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Kennedy. Under fire. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
There's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last 2 plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. He leaves it with the back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt. You cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Back to pass, it's Simmons. Did as he throws. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
And he makes another momentum-building play. His 2nd interception in the first half. He can feel where the football's going. Got a good beat on this offense and making plays early and often for his club.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And if Your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable. This defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Finds a little space. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. He got it. And now the lead is extended a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Miami has the lead right now, but this Canes crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet there in the 305. They're up by 6 over Boston College. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Reads it, fires complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Dropping back, it's Simmons. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the Rebels decide to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. From midfield, looking for room. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This is a designed run. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Back to pass on 2nd down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And some room to work. Hard running there. He works his way to the 35-yard line, but that's not enough to move the chains, and now a decision to be made on 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Absolutely center cut, and that will extend their lead even further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
Number 96, set to kick it away.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Simmons. Hauls it in. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Well, and I like you got the first down of the drive. So maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
Quick release on the RPO. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Wants to keep it in the air. Bringing the heat. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. The least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Knocked down behind the line for the second straight play, bringing up a third and lots of work to do. He'll pull it on the read. Steamrolls his way ahead. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Blocked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. Pulled it, finds his man on the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And here comes the offense on second down.
Brings up second down.
Dropping back, it's Simmons. Oh, they're after him. Got the back over the middle. Inside the 25, stopped at the 24. Clock will stop to move the chains. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A memorable first half of football so far today in Oxford. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab. It's Lacey. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Second down coming up.
Second down coming up.
Trying play action. Fires to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Offense, you got to do a better job. There's got to be more sense of urgency protecting your backup quarterback. You've already lost your starter due to injury. Now that the backup's in, you know you're going to have to hold on for just that split second longer, and they weren't able to do it there.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Rebels will hustle to the line.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Finds a little bit of room as he'll get 2 out to the 6. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Barnett. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Finding open areas. Running backs on either side of the quarterback.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Rides the back and leaves it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start the second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Pulls and fires complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Soft spot in the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Carter. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. And the Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. And here comes the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Finds his man, it's Lee. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball. Ready?
There he goes. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They go to the ground. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Rebels in a good spot here with 2nd and short. That's reeled in. It's Ray. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
with you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Grab near the marker. It's Hobbs. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Looking for a man. It's Barnett. Complete on the comeback. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. 57 yards out, and he powers it through the uprights.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. To the air on 1st down. Here comes the heat. Going to try to get it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Just a short pass to the tight end. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play.
Holding.
So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Snagged in the middle. It's Ray. And he'll be smacked to the ground. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up. Quick completion to the right. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the air, it's Simmons. Got it set up on the outside. Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Use the play fake. Now to throw. It's complete to the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it after 34. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Off play action. Finds the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. They'll run it from the gun. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. The play action fake. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8. Motion from the wide receiver. Scanning the field is Simmons. Big fella moving. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
It's now 2nd and goal.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on 3rd and goal? Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces a 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Going for 6. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over.
Offense is stopped. Will be a turnover on down.
Motion from the wideout. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Pushes forward for 3 out to the 13. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Under fire. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly out to the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Kansas State back at it after picking up the 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Pressure coming. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup, and a lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook, and you can see it there, and you can see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
And the Wildcats, now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Carter. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Caught over the middle. It's Need. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. K-State sends the punt team onto the field ready to boot it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
He'll be tackled at the 49 after a pickup of 5.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the fourth quarter, they're going to need it.
They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Here's a heat. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Now the play fake. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Need.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The give and tick, 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 tick. And he gets it out past the sticks. It'll be first down for Kansas State. To the ground, he's got it again. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. They have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. To the air, it's Barnett. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
What if I told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? It's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit, because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Now on the return. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Got it in the middle, it's Haas. Timeout called by the offense, 29 seconds left on the clock. The Rebels can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left. Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Haas. Offense will use a timeout, 19 seconds left in the game. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback, who makes a sure tackle. The Rebels in the hurry up. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses